A relationship can have affection, attraction, and history, yet still feel unsafe to be honest in. Emotional safety is the feeling that you can show what is real without being mocked, punished, ignored, or used against yourself later. It is one of the quiet foundations of lasting closeness. Conflict tone matters because a calm voice can keep the conversation open while a sharp tone can shut it down. A better comparison is that sarcasm can make honesty feel risky. Emotional safety does not mean nobody ever feels uncomfortable. Honest conversations can still be hard. It means discomfort can be handled without humiliation, threats, revenge, or abandonment. The relationship has enough steadiness to hold truth. Listening becomes safer when the other person does not rush to defend, fix, or dismiss the feeling. The risk is clearer when a safe disagreement still has respect inside it. People feel emotionally safe when their inner experience is treated with care. A partner may not agree with every feeling, but they do not attack the person for having it. A friend may challenge a belief, but they do not make vulnerability feel foolish. Vulnerability grows when small disclosures are handled with care over time. The opposite of emotional safety is not always loud abuse. Sometimes it is eye-rolling, sarcasm, dismissive jokes, silent punishment, changing the subject, or bringing up old confessions during fights. Small repeated reactions can teach someone to hide. A vulnerable confession needs a steady response, because one mocking reaction can teach someone to close down next time. Imagine a person says, "I felt lonely this week," and the response is, "You are too needy." The original feeling may be manageable, but the response creates danger. Next time, the person may share less, not because the loneliness disappeared, but because honesty became costly. An old wound can make a current disagreement feel more dangerous than it looks from the outside. Emotional safety grows through consistency. If someone responds warmly one day and harshly the next, the other person starts monitoring moods. They may wait for the perfect time, soften every sentence, or abandon the conversation entirely. Unpredictability makes vulnerability risky. Conflict tone is often the first signal of whether honesty will be welcomed or punished. Listening is a major part of safety. Listening does not require immediate agreement or problem solving. Sometimes it means staying present long enough to understand the feeling before offering advice. Many people shut down because they were fixed before they were heard. The risk becomes clearer when vulnerability is treated as a real condition rather than background noise. Repair builds safety after mistakes. Every relationship has moments of impatience, misunderstanding, or hurt. Emotional safety depends on whether people can return, take responsibility, and try again. Without repair, small injuries accumulate into caution. Conflict tone matters because the same disagreement can either invite repair or make honesty feel unsafe. Boundaries support safety. If one person can say no without being punished, yes becomes more trustworthy. If privacy is respected, sharing feels less dangerous. If conflict has rules, disagreement does not have to threaten the relationship itself. Listening is not passive, it shows whether the person's inner world matters. Emotional safety is not the same as avoiding all criticism. A safe relationship can include feedback, disappointment, and accountability. The difference is that feedback focuses on behavior rather than attacking worth. "You missed the deadline" is safer than "you are useless." Vulnerability becomes costly when private feelings are later used as weapons. Tone carries safety. A gentle voice cannot fix dishonesty, but contempt can damage even accurate words. People often remember how a conversation felt in the body. Whether they could breathe, think, and respond, or whether they felt cornered. The useful comparison is conflict tone is treated as a real condition rather than background noise. Past experiences shape what safety requires. Someone who grew up with criticism may need extra reassurance during conflict. Someone who experienced betrayal may need transparency. This does not mean partners must be perfect therapists. It means history affects the nervous system. A private confession needs patience, privacy, and a response that does not turn the moment into a debate. Trust and emotional safety are linked but not identical. Trust may involve honesty, reliability, and follow-through. Emotional safety is about what happens when feelings enter the room. A person can be dependable with tasks but unsafe with vulnerability. A simple case is sharing fear and receiving curiosity instead of criticism. A practical sign of safety is the ability to clarify. Someone can say, "That comment hurt," and the other person does not immediately attack. They may ask what landed badly. They may explain intent while still caring about impact. The conversation stays open. Private confessions become safer when both people protect what was shared. Another sign is freedom from emotional bookkeeping. If every confession is later used as ammunition, people stop confessing. Safety requires that vulnerability not become a weapon during future arguments. The decision changes when listening is treated as a real condition rather than background noise. Emotional safety also includes self-safety. A person who constantly shames themselves may struggle to receive care even from a kind partner. Learning to name feelings without self-attack makes it easier to participate in safe connection. A steady response over time teaches the nervous system that honesty will not automatically lead to punishment or rejection. When emotional safety is missing, relationships become performative. People manage images, choose safe topics, hide needs, and test each other's reactions. The relationship may continue, but intimacy becomes thinner because the real self is not fully present. Listening builds emotional safety when it remains steady during uncomfortable truths. Building safety starts with small repeated choices. Listening without ridicule, apologizing when sharp, keeping private information private, asking before assuming, and staying respectful during disagreement. These moments may look ordinary, but they teach the nervous system what to expect. The strongest emotional safety feels calm rather than dramatic. You do not have to rehearse every sentence. You do not have to earn kindness by being easy. You can be honest, imperfect, and still treated as someone worth caring for. Emotional safety also changes conflict speed. Unsafe couples often rush, defend, interrupt, or threaten because the body expects danger. Safer couples may still disagree, but the pace allows thinking. A slower conversation can prevent one painful sentence from becoming a lasting wound. Friendships need this safety as well. A friend should be able to say, "I felt left out," without being mocked or accused of drama. The answer may include explanation, but it should not punish the person for being honest. The deepest sign of emotional safety is not that everything is easy. It is that hard truths can enter the relationship without destroying it. People can disagree, apologize, ask for reassurance, and still feel that the bond is not instantly at risk. Emotional safety is what allows love to become honest instead of performative. Without it, people protect themselves more than they connect. With it, difficult truths can be spoken, repaired, and held without turning closeness into fear. Emotional safety grows through repeated moments where honesty is met with care instead of ridicule, punishment, or sudden withdrawal. Small respectful responses matter because safety is usually built before the difficult conversation arrives.